Y'all, apparently we're building a orbital spacecraft carrier. This is like Star Wars. And apparently China's in total, I don't know about that. That could just, I mean, I don't, okay, whatever. I don't know why they, I guess if we're putting that in space, that would look crazy. Like I know, sorry, it's not the traditional UFO that we talked about on the channel, but apparently we're putting our own damn UFOs up in space. What is this? Could you imagine? The race for space superiority is heating up as the United States Space Force embarks on a groundbreaking project that could reshape the future of satellite deployment. Okay, I guess it's more for satellite. That's kind of boring. At the heart of this initiative is the creation of a orbital aircraft carrier, a concept spearheaded by the innovative aerospace startups Grav- Gravitix, instead of gravitics, I'm assuming. This ambitious project underscores the critical importance of space as a strategic domain and highlights the growing role of private enterprises in national defense efforts. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about private enterprises getting into our national security and our defense efforts. I feel a little iffy about that. That's neither here nor there. I mean, I guess whatever. I was doing research for the UFO videos, like to, like make a video, and I saw this. I was like, what? And satellites. I wanted to read it with you guys, and I guess I'm kind of disappointed. That's boring. I was like, I thought we were gonna start doing stuff, make it easier for the ISS to receive things, and start, I don't know, building, colonizing up there. Okay, we need to do something, and then maybe even set up these things with some cameras to capture some UFOs coming in and out of our atmosphere. Just saying, as tensions mount on the international stage, the United States is making a bold statement by investing in technologies that aim to secure its dominance in space. I do hate that, though. I hate that it's like, yeah, we're gonna do this because we're so badass. We're gonna make like a bold statement. And that's the reason, like, not for progressive, like moving forward, not to move the scientific community forward. I feel like even the moon landing, like that was super cool, but it was like more about the, we didn't even go back up there. That was more about the space race just to show off. We did, ah, I feel like we do so much, and even still, we don't do anything. The orbital aircraft carrier, a strategic innovation. Gravitix has secured an impressive $60 million contract from the US Space Force to develop an orbital aircraft carrier. There it goes. $60 million. And if this thing falls apart or fails, there goes $60 million. And weren't we just talking about spending? Oh, never mind. I'm not going to go down that route. This revolutionary platform is designed to launch satellites directly from Earth's orbit, providing a faster and more efficient response to national security threats. By bypassing traditional rocket launches, the orbital carrier enhances the military's operational agility in space. I mean, I guess that makes it kind of more cool than just regular satellites. They're like war satellites, but we'll use that word lightly and we'll say enhancements and strategic innovation. Okay, interesting. This initiative reveals the growing interest in the US military in enhancing its orbital presence, especially as the specter of the space arms race looms. Okay, that was just a lot to say that, in my opinion. The concept is to have a pre-positioned platform in space that can swiftly deploy satellites based on strategic needs. This innovation not only addresses current security challenges, but also positions the United States as a leader in space technology. I mean, cool, but like, wasn't Elon throwing up Starlink and doing all that crap anyway? Weren't we already kind of leading in space technology? No, actually, they do have, they're doing, I know that ISS is international. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is all just hullabaloo and more ways for billionaires to fight and take money from everyone else. $60 million to do what? And I guess I'm more mad because I want to know about UFO stuff, and I bet you they're not going to even mention it or put cameras on these things. We're talking about catching them because we're going to be in space now. But they'll sure as hell do this and watch it be some other like the Katy Perry bullshit up in space for 3 minutes, then back down kissing the Earth like an asshole. Okay. The quest for space superiority. According to Gravitix officials, the orbital aircraft carrier will offer an unpressurized environment to house one or more satellites. It better be or more, because I know sure as hell you're not taking $60 million to talk about it is a orbital aircraft carrier for it to carry one singular satellite, just the one. No, that's crazy. This is so stupid now. I'm like flip-flopping all over this article whether I like it or not. Okay. The- These satellites these satellites can be launched as needed while being shielded from the hostile space environment, thus protecting their batteries and sensitive electronic components. Well, protecting their or its, right? Because that's we're saying a lot here, but this doesn't feel like a lot. This doesn't feel like if I'm saving a satellite, just launch the 50 from Earth like you do every day in the damn chain like Elon does. What? Okay. This ability to isolate and protect is vital in an era where electronic warfare and cyber threats are pervasive. Well, I mean, the protection is coming more from the hostile space environment. I don't know that, you know, we could ha if there were a solar flare right now, it would end all the cyber warfare, like a big enough one. I don't know. This just seems like a lot of fluff for them to get $60 million. Furthermore, the orbital carrier may help conceal satellites or a satellite from adversaries, adding another dimension to the strategy of space superiority. As Colin Dugan, CEO of Gravitix, stated, the orbital aircraft carrier is a game changer, acting as a pre-positioned launch platform in space. I don't know, I figured he's rich and he has like a weird voice. This aligns perfectly with the Space Force's mission to maintain a dominant position in orbit. Not something you hear often, but okay. I just, again, now I feel like it's being sold as this like thing. But when you tell me a satellite, one or more, I don't, maybe if they were like five or more. One, I don't want one satellite. I don't want, that's not even worth it. That's so stupid. Implications for the space industry. In addition to developing this orbital carrier, Gravitix is collaborating with Axiom Space on a pressurized space module. This diversi this diversification into national defense highlights the company's growth trajectory while continuing to offer commercial solutions. Gravitix's vision for space superiority aligns with the Department of Defense's needs, paving a way for new market opportunities. What are the commercial solutions? What are these commercials? What are they talking about? Gravitix provides next generation service and supply infrastructure that facilitates human and robotic activity in orbit. Essential space infrastructure. Real estate. Oh, success previous space stations emission program. This is their commercial. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is actually pretty cool. I don't know why. I just assume when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. I assumed, commercial like for everyone, but they're just selling, and I get it. It is kind of cool. Okay, this evolution underscores the increasing importance of public-private partnerships in the space sector. I don't like that because we've talked about on this channel several times, especially after the UFO whistleblowers came out, that there are people in the private sector that are grabbing this technology, not making it public, reverse engineering things. If it's all true, which it does seem to be, especially with what the government's saying and the whistleblowers are saying, especially people like Lockheed Martin. Um yeah, so when it says that the public and private partnerships and yeah, it's like so important. I'm like, I I get what you're saying, but also like what's happening? What's really going on? By integrating innovative technologies, Gravitix and other private entities bolster the United States space position while driving the development of novel technologies that could have civilian applications. The other thing is, again, and it bolsters the United States space position. Okay, great. We're also, that's money. Like right now, you're getting $60 million, and then since you're private, there's certain things that you can like hide and not say. And I don't like the lack of transparency when I'm giving you $60 million. That's, you know, you got to understand where I'm coming from. Oh, we're getting bold. We're pushing forward toward a new space era. With technologies like the orbital aircraft carrier emerging, we are witnessing the dawn of a new era in space exploration and exploitation. Haha, interesting word. The technology leap could redefine security, surveillance, and communication paradigms. The implications are vast, potentially transforming not only military operations in space but also the role of private companies in this dynamic. And that's practically the end of the article. Marvel Studios, sci-fi. That's funny. It's very Star Wars. Yeah. Go see a Star War. Interesting. Not what I anticipated. I saw this while looking for the UFO video, and I put it aside while I was recording the other one. So I didn't even not read it. I was like, let's just do this together. And at first, I thought it was going to be more exciting. Then it was kind of boring. Then it got more exciting. Then they were like one satellite, and then they used this image. Like, bitch, you know what this looks like? Like we're gonna have spaceships, like aircraft in space. No, they played the crap out of me. And then to show this picture and be like, yeah, this is the picture. And then they're like, one or more, maybe one satellite, bitch, for $60 million. That's a tough one. But that's what's going on in science and in space, apparently. And maybe one of these people will launch whatever the hell this aircraft carrier is and decide to put cameras up, and maybe we'll capture some really cool UFOs. I don't know. I just thought this was going to be so much cooler than it was, but whatever. Check out those UFO videos. Check out the paranormal videos right there. Check out the videos where we read Reddit and have so much fun. Check out all the videos.